It appears the resolution is in sight for the ongoing strike by the university's workers in Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari has given the Minister of Education, Adamu Adamu, 2 weeks to resolve the prolonged strike embarked upon by the 4 university-based unions and report back to him. Meanwhile, aviation workers have threatened to shut down airports in the country. In support of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, the Association Aviation Professionals, ANAP, called on the federal government to end the lingering strike by ASUU, or they will be shut down. They will shut down the aviation sector in solidarity with the university teachers. Jide, it has gotten to like the climax.
Yes.
Something must give.
We were talking about this here some days back. We said by now the president ought to have intervened. The president ought to have called them to say, look, you are all my children. What is it? How do we come together? You are asking for certain things that I cannot provide.
Can you give me time?
Can you let us come to a middle ground?
Realistic.
In any resolution, in any conflict, you must not be rigid. You've got to make plans to come to the middle. Now, what we've seen is that the government set up a panel to review the 2009 agreement. The government panel, headed by Neme Briggs, has come up with a draft resolution that is extremely favorable to ASUU, recommending about 180% rise in the pay of professors. Of course, there are still professors in our country earning about 412,000 per month.
A lot.
Which is the entry level wages of some categories of workers in other sectors. So, if this is too high for government to pay, all government needs to do is to say, come on, go back to the negotiation table. Call these guys, let's talk with them. We can't pay this. Come up with something more realizable. It is not to simply abandon
and keep quiet.
Abandon the draft report. You've got to do something. Since February, these children have been at home. Honestly. And we are not bothered about it. It's a national shame.
Even the lecturers are very no
5 months salary.
Yes.
That one is government fighting itself. Because at the end of the day, when the strike is called off, we are going to pay them this money.
It will be part of
what
the
is
resolution.
the essence? Now the president asking the Minister of Education to resolve it is like you say in Yoruba, Bailaro. This is what he should have done long ago.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, who are the losers? The country is the loser, the government, and students. Because whether you owe their salary for 7 months, 8 months, or whatever, you are going to pay it back.
No, it happened in 2013 or so.
Exactly. It is still going to happen.
So
why is it that we have taken so long? And we have said it here several times, that some of the people that they are asking them to negotiate with, and the teachers are saying no, should have been taken off the negotiation table long ago, and then bring other. No, for instance, I would have expected that somebody like the vice president, he was a university teacher. If you ask the vice president to be leader of the team or a part of the team, he has been he is a professor, he has been a university teacher, he knows how they feel, and he can even talk to them, and they will perhaps even listen to him and help resolve this. But you leave it just in the hand of the Minister of Labor, and every time he comes on, there is always fight. They don't want to see him. He doesn't want to see them. I mean, how do you resolve that? So the president coming in now, I mean, at this point, he should even, if he cannot be part of it, I mean, the vice president can also come on board.
I think that I'm happy that the president has placed this thing firmly in the court of the Minister of Education. You see, people may not like Ngige style, but I refuse to blame him solely for what is going on.
He doesn't have.
He is not their employer.
No, at all.
Their employer is the Minister of Education. So it is the ministry that should take the lead. Yes. His own is just to take the lead in the negotiation, facilitate negotiation as a conciliator. And Ngige must not even be seen to be showing his hand. Although, as an aide of the president, he also would not want to be seen to be opposed to the government. Now, they are accusing the BRICS team of not involving the Ministry of Finance and the Salaries and Wages Commission in coming up with its resolution. But even at that, call the people back.
Exactly.
Tell ASUU, look, this is what we can pay. ASUU says he does not want IPPIS, he wants UTAS. Verify whether UTAS is good enough, and then take that decision. The country will not die if you allow them to have UTAS. If you have verified that indeed it is okay, allowing students to be at home, just as those aviation workers said, is causing more insecurity in the country. Some of them will take to crime.
Exactly.
And they are very angry.
And
do you know that those children, those students, they played a part in what happened in Osun?
Of course.
A good number of them, out of anger, they went and got PVC.
Exactly. You know, someone has even
said... And another election is coming.
Someone even said that if it were to be
to serve them breakfast,
NURTW or tanker drivers that are on strike, will the government have allowed it to last this long?
No, of course not.
We are not.
Even aviation workers won't be allowed to. Aviation workers.
If you will not allow tanker drivers who don't have the level of education that these people have, if you don't allow them to go on strike for that long, why should you?
They have threatened in the past that before they carry out the threat, they will go and do what they want. They will call them.
Actually, courtesy of the social media now, every day, this is summertime, every day when you wake up, you see one ex-minister, one ex-governor,
your children
graduating from Oxford, Harvard.
Are you surprised? They've lost faith in the public universities here.
They will rub it.
They've lost faith.
Pictures will go viral.
Yes, you see their pictures. These people, you think that they care about you? They have no shame. They don't care about you. So if they care about you, they'll say, how will people feel if I post this? They don't really care. So they've lost
like
faith.
A status symbol.
They've lost faith.
If your child
they've refused to fund the public universities sufficiently. They refuse to fund them. They are creating new universities at a time when they are not funding the ones that are there sufficiently.
Creating mushroom universities.
Now, once people have lost faith in the public universities, do you then expect them to put their children there? Of course, they won't put their children there. This is what we are seeing. And all those people that you are talking about, they are all products of public universities.
Of course.
Some of them, majority of them, they schooled here in Nigeria.
Yes.
When our universities were among the best in the world.
Yes. It's only perhaps when they wanted to do masters.
And we can revive. I think I agree with Femi Falana's postulation that, look, ask the National Assembly to allow you to do supplementary budget, 200 billion, that will enable you to invest in the infrastructure of universities, freshen up infrastructure at the universities. We've seen video of University of Nigeria and Nsukka now, the other day, the hostels. You can't look at it 2 times.
Even
a university with such a name. A university with such a name. It's not every university that can have the kind of alumni that UNILAG has, that are building infrastructure for them all over the place. Not all of the state universities, for example, where are they going
to get it?
The new generation universities, even public universities, new generation public universities, where are they going to find the money? They don't have the kind of alumni.
They don't have the budget
that they have at UNILAG. UNILAG has its own, they have their microfinance bank. You know? Wow. So this problem can be solved. We just mystified it. call the people concerned. They are not animals.
No.
If you sit them down, you say, look at the state of finances of our country.
Don't understand.
As patriots, come down. Let us agree. Of course, they will agree.
I'm sure the likes of Dele Ashiru, they don't want to pull the roof right under their head.
They are still here.
They want the best for the system.
They are still here. They are not lecturers abroad. They are lecturers here. Yeah. They just want, but we must save the public universities from collapse. At the rate they are going, if things continue to degenerate, the public university system will collapse. Nobody will want to use them. They will be sending their children abroad.
Just as we have
How many
done
people with the public primary
schools?
schools? How many people are putting their children in?
That is it.
We are products of public primary schools. But today we can't put our children there. Is that what should happen at the university level too?
It should.
No. We say no.
Dr. Olayinka Oyegbile, I want to thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
And the master himself, Babajide Kolade Otitoju. Thank you for your contribution as always. And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. I think tomorrow we have General Abuba Marwa.
Yes. Marwa.
It's going to be explosive. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Zubaki. Bye for now.